Okay, decided to have some fun this evening. Did a lot of calculations and stuff and testing pellets. Like most bachelors, have old food in the refrigerator, and I had there's 5 eggs out there that are about 3 months past due. So I got a hollow point pellet or semi-hollow point, the H&N Terminators, and they're going at 895 feet per second for 29 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna shoot a couple of these eggs. This is at about 38 yards, and just see what it does. That is pretty neat. That is loud, and it could be because it is a flat point pellet and it's expanding when it hits, but who knows. Well, I can say eggs are fun to shoot. I do have a higher speed camera, but I don't use it much. Probably look real neat with that, but that was fun. Okay, you can see I got some apples there. That is a apple tree, but the apples are all wormy. Like I said, I just moved in here a few months ago, so tree's old and sort of beyond help, but shot apples before. They don't do much, but they do sound loud when you hit them. You know, it's interesting. Shot those first 3, and these are Terminators, which are semi-hollow points, a little point on them. And before, I've been shooting apples with the JSB 18s, and they don't do this amount of damage like tear the apple apart. They just sort of go through. I'm going to shoot these other 2, and then I'll set some up, shoot with the JSB. Okay, some of these apples are a little rotten, some aren't. You can see how on it's basically blowing them up pretty good, considering it's a fairly small pellet. Problem is, you can see the yellow jackets are getting on these apples. And the other day I was cleaning up, and I got stung by one, so I got to sort of watch it out, or I got to sort of watch out for them. Just a quick look at the Terminators, and how the head is on it. Sort of made to peel back. It's flat. Okay, I got the JSB 18s here. They're ready to shoot, and these are dome head pellets. And I have used these before squirrel hunting, and you're really only good taking headshots with them. They will kill a squirrel with the chest shot, but they tend to pencil on through. So let's see how they react on the apples. Alright, that's a good test. Not one apple got blew off the wood board. They all stayed in place, moved a little bit. I can see the entrance hole with the Terminators. It knocked them right off and split some of them up. So I'm going to switch back to Terminators to see if it acts any different. Okay, I got the Terminators loaded up. See whether or not the apples get knocked off. These were a little bit bigger apples. See if they got split up either. First one split the apple right in half and knocked it off. Split that too. That was interesting. There was a yellow jacket landed right on the apple, and I nailed them. Or I terminated them. Split that apple good. Split that too. Sort of an interesting demonstration there. And I think I mentioned before, this is at 38 yards, which is my zero distance. And you can see it chewed these apples up pretty good. That's a good demonstration of transferring the energy to the target, to the apple in this case, where the domes pass on through. And good for headshots, but not good for body shots.